Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you, for real. You are doing amazing, and I'm very excited about this reading because I get this really beautiful, balanced energy. Balanced between this healthy sense of optimism and hope for the future, a really warm and excited frequency, alongside this really cool, confident, almost pragmatic approach and a willingness to surrender to this whole process and keep moving forward consistently, showing up every day and putting one foot in front of the other in a way that feels really good and aligned with our own needs. So I love that. And there is some really deep emotional work that is happening around this. Even if it's just happening under the surface, it can feel quite heavy. And if you're feeling these energies of grief and sadness alongside this frequency of hope for the future and find yourself really oscillating between these two extremes, that is so normal. It's so okay to be feeling that at this time, and I'm sending you all of my love as we navigate that. Definitely give yourself permission to feel anything that wants to come up at this time, good or bad, and really honor that part of the process and keep these emotions moving. If you feel like you have to cry, or if you feel like you have to yell or sing, jump up and down or dance, like whatever it is, definitely do that. And honor that and give yourself everything that you need at this time. Because we've navigated massive change in the recent past. And there's emotions that come with that. I feel like we find ourselves at this kind of landing place right now in the past few weeks where we're being given an opportunity to kind of look around and feel everything and regroup in a way, really reassess. And think, okay, like, where are we at? Because there's been this massive shift, this sweeping change in this eclipse season that we've all just experienced. And we're kind of looking around going, okay, like, I have these new materials, I have new relationships, potentially a whole new direction that I want to go in now. So how do I want that to play out? And how do I want to keep showing up for myself? And how do I want to feel as I move through this whole process now? So much change. I get the 5 of Cups and the Hierophant, 2 number 5 cards, the number of change. And you're doing so well to navigate all of this. And I really get that the future for you is seriously going to start feeling like an adventure. There's so much that is out there for you. And the best part about this whole experience is that you are really now living your life for you. You're not necessarily having to answer to everybody else and play that role in somebody else's life. You're actually creating your own unique life. That is yours, and nobody can tell you what that is. Following your heart and really connecting with your own identity, connecting with your own personal needs and letting that inform the direction that you're moving in. And it's so beautiful. I'm so proud of you guys for doing that. It's going to feel like an adventure, like I said, and there's so much potential here. I see the whole world in your hands, literally. And there's so much planning energy in this reading. There's so much there's this frequency of being very future orientated and being very optimistic about the future, but potentially feeling like right now we are leaving some things behind. There is a shift that is happening, and we understand that there's potentially old beliefs, old relationships, and old scenarios that we would find ourselves in that are no longer compatible with us. They're not within our energetic frequency, and they don't align with our needs. They don't align with our nervous system. So again, this energy of potentially feeling like we're experiencing loss or we're leaving something behind only because these things, they've taken up a lot of space in our energetic field, and we can feel like we're missing something. But the beautiful thing about it is, for whatever you feel like you've lost, you've gained so much in the form of experience and all of these experiences that you've gone through in the past will always serve you, because they've helped you come into contact with who you truly are through experiencing some kind of contrast here. And you can fill this empty space now with your dream life. You can start to fill this empty space with everything that you want to create in this life. And you're stepping into this creator role, like I've been talking about in the past few readings, this creator mode where you start to feel like you're really in control of your own life and you're willing to make that happen. On the masculine side of the spread, I get the Justice card, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. I absolutely love this. I absolutely adore this. Somebody who's becoming very spiritually adept and more at peace with this process, understanding that in a way, our external reality is everything that's inside of us, but pushed out and being reflected back at us. And you're taking responsibility for your life, understanding how important your actions are, in a sense, and being more comfortable in the world, existing within the world and creating this concrete sense of physical space, but being projected from your beliefs. And you're becoming so much more aligned with your own personal beliefs. And there's this energy of consistency here, and being willing to work on this and refine this and work on your craft, work on your skills and be more at peace with this whole process. And I feel like you're refining this spiritual system, your own personal laws of the universe, your own personal rules of creation. Because we all create in different ways. And I really get that. With this Justice energy and this Hierophant energy, there is a really personal spiritual system that you've been developing for yourself, almost like a method, a routine, right? Like an idea of cause and effect that is very personal. And you're grounding this down into reality and being much more confident in this role as the creator. And I get this energy of somebody who's really like seeing so much potential in the future and is so confident that this thing is going to work. And it's this energy of like, I'm going to get this right. I'm going to look at the foundation. I'm going to look at my behaviors and my belief systems and everything that I'm putting into this. I'm going to look at all of the energy that I'm putting out there into the universe and refine that. And revisit the foundation, because I feel like in the past, the foundation has been a little bit off. And on the feminine side, I get the Four of Wands in reverse, potentially feeling like you want to move forward and away from environments that don't serve you, move away from relationships that don't serve you, really refine and curate your own personal environment, change your space, change the situations that you find yourself in, the foundation of your life. And I get this energy of somebody who's been planting these energetic seeds and knows that in the future, these ships are coming in and the change is coming in because you've been taking the right action. And you're not done there. Like what I get is somebody who, there's this really nice, balanced and mature energy that exists in this reading. There's so much clarity when it comes to the future and who you are and who you want to be and what you want to experience in your life. You're really coming into contact with that. And there's this like mature, stoic kind of vibe that says like, I'm not gonna celebrate yet. Like, this is working. I know that this thing is working and there's so much potential here. This thing has to work, but I'm not going to celebrate yet. I'm just going to keep moving forward. It's almost like this energy of delayed gratification, which I totally vibe with. I totally get that. And there is this energy, or rather this message about like going back to the basics and just revisiting this foundation and moving away from things that are a little bit, maybe take up a little bit too much space, right? But what I do also get from this Four of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands upright kind of vibe is, and I'm not saying necessarily that you're doing this, but we don't want to be too results orientated. I really like the forward momentum that you're creating for yourself here, but definitely allow yourself to enjoy the present moment, enjoy the fruits of your labor as well. And you've worked so hard to get here. You've done so much to get here, so you might as well enjoy the process. And yeah, again, like really feel any emotions that come with this, good or bad. And I feel like the mentorship, the whole concept of mentorship is potentially coming into focus here. And I'm really getting somebody who is the student and the teacher. I feel like you're moving into this season now of higher learning, really working on your craft and working on your skills and being open to learn new things, and also being open to some kind of role as a spiritual authority in your own life. And you might be this person with this really balanced and stoic energy that other people might seek out for advice or comfort. Potentially other people just really want to be in your energy at this time because they see that you're getting results in a way that is like, in a way that's wholesome. Like the processes that you're following here are wholesome and more in line with like a nice, healthy human experience in a way that we can all enjoy. So maybe other people are really looking at you as you move away from things that aren't healthy, and you create more space in your life and move away from like a chaotic energy, these chemical spikes, like the dopamine spikes, right? Like understanding that there's so much more out there for you and being willing to play the slow game and get all of the emotional rewards that come with that and continue to build on your own sense of self-value. I mean, that can be so much more rewarding. And I feel like this energy of peace is something that we're really prioritizing right now, trying to cultivate a sense of peace in our life. And this, I'm getting a relationship with life now that is changing for you, trying to cultivate more of a healthy exchange and feeling like you belong in the world and feeling like you're being nurtured by life, instead of feeling like you have to take all of this action and you need to meet a certain kind of requirement to be nurtured by life, if you know what I mean. Like instead of being in that frequency, I really feel like we're trying to just naturally and organically cultivate more of this frequency of like life being compassionate towards us, life providing for us, life is nurturing us through all of this, because we are nurturing ourselves and moving away from anything that feels chaotic or scattered or reckless or jeopardizes our sense of safety. And these could be relationships, you know, these could be toxic people that in the past we've been attracted to, almost like magnetized to people who would create chaos in our life. But it's no longer aligned with our nervous system and it's not aligned with our needs. And that's the change that you guys are making. It's just all a bit new. And that's potentially where these mentors come in, is being guided by maybe people around you who have done it before, being inspired by other people, letting that inspiration fuel these steps that you're taking forward. But it's so mature, the approach that you're taking here. Like it's so consistent, and like I said, really surrendering to the process here. I just see you connecting more with your self-value and your sense of self-worth, trying to create more safety in your life. And the energy of beauty might be coming into like real direct focus here, like trying to create more beauty in your life, more of this Venusian energy, feelings of peace and ease, and things that you really find to be opulent, and whatever beauty means to you, however that resonates with you, you know, that word beauty, trying to cultivate more of that in your life and create more material safety for yourself with this, you know, this second house energy showing up and this Venus card showing up, feeling more safe to express your unique self. It's really somebody who's coming home to themselves, is this energy, feeling like you can safely express your authentic self and be yourself and act in a way that is aligned with your unique desires and express your unique needs, and then be nurtured by life in return. To be nurtured, like what I'm hearing is like to get paid to be yourself, to be supported to be yourself. This balance between the masculine and the feminine when it comes to your authenticity and your sense of self-worth. There is massive healing that is taking place in this space right now. And I feel like the relationship with the mother archetype and really learning to mother yourself through this whole process, as I get the Q-bone kind of flying out, and you might be attracting mentors, or on the flip side, stepping into this mentor role as someone who can nurture people and show people what it is to nurture themselves and really express that motherly energy and provide the emotional support. I really feel like we're all learning from each other in this space. There's this energy of someone who is the student and the teacher, and we're learning to really communicate in a way that might feel pretty vulnerable and communicate about our emotions, share our emotions. This sense of almost like family that some of these communities, like this community here included, is cultivating, this feeling of kind of being a family, being able to show up and be vulnerable together, take off that mask. I mean, we're all safe here. We're all safe to be ourselves, and that's the beautiful thing. We don't necessarily have to think too much about this. I get this this message about a lot of change in the mental space and more maturity when it comes to the mental space, using the mind and the logic as a tool. But I feel like being able to put that down, put the logic down, and let the mind rest and just let things work themselves out, get more in touch with the emotions and with the excitement. That's a big thing here. And what happens is the more that we can be aligned with the frequency that we want to feel in a way that the mind not even necessarily understands, right? But to be aligned with the frequency is enough. And we end up giving energetic momentum to the frequency that we want to feel. And we start to receive a 3D reflection that is aligned with our own frequency. The mind doesn't necessarily understand this. So we're starting to really use the logic and use the mind as a tool when it's needed, right? But we don't have to live there, and we don't have to let the logic kind of lead us. I feel like we're letting the heart lead us. And this is like, it's creating this real like dexterity, somebody who's spiritually very adept now, getting very comfortable with this role as the creator and being able to shift and change and transform and grow as these experiences that we have in life, as they shape us and dissolve these parts of us that don't belong. It's allowing us to move forward. It's a frequency of trust. It's a relationship with the mother and being nurtured by our own life. And you're cultivating this on the inside. This is why we're experiencing all of this really positive change. Your gift is to continue to be in the emotions at this time and keep feeling anything that wants to come up, especially the good stuff. Don't be afraid to pause and like rest in that feeling of gratitude for all of the work that you've done so far. Really soak that up. Be proud of yourself. And how does that feel on an emotional level when you can just stop and spend 10 or 20 minutes being really proud of yourself and letting go of all of the work that needs to be done, just putting that down for a second and really appreciating what you've done for yourself and this position that you've created for yourself so far. I mean, that's going to create a lot of forward movement in itself with the Chariot card coming out here. And your gift being the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. It's really about like resting in that emotional frequency and then acting from that place, letting the heart lead you as you continue to make these awesome moves that you're making, like for real, I love this Justice energy, this 8 of Pentacles energy. I absolutely love this frequency. And Spirit is basically saying the more that you can connect with your heart and your emotional gratitude for the energy that you've cultivated for yourself, it's all going to feel so good, and there's going to be so much more flow. You're actually going to get a lot more out of the experience without having to take so much action, basically. And there's nothing wrong with taking action and taking these steps forward. I mean, there's physical repetitive movement that is happening here in the 3D. But Spirit's like, yo, you can create so much leverage for yourself if you continue to dream big. Continue to think big. Use the visualization exercises. And I get a strong focus here on the material and creating safety for ourselves. This second house energy, creating physical abundance. Spirit is saying if you want the physical abundance, be grateful for it already as it's coming in. Know that it's coming in because you're so connected, you're aligned, and you're taking the right action. So from that place, know that it's all coming in. Feel grateful for that. Really connect with that on an emotional level. Just sit in the emotions and ride that frequency. And everything's kind of going to take care of itself. You're going to feel more safe to act from the heart. You're going to feel more safe to communicate when it comes to your emotions, to connect on an emotional level with other people around you who are going to help you. There's like a team that's going to be around you. I'm getting like publishers. You know what I mean? I'm getting fans. I'm getting sponsorships, you know, that kind of stuff, right? Like feeling more comfortable being yourself, acting from that authentic place, following your heart and allowing that frequency to attract like people that want to help you. Angels that are literally being sent by God because you're riding this energetic frequency of authenticity, right? Showing the world the real you. Aquarius and Gemini energy, and I get really strong Libra energy as well. There's a massive evolution when it comes to the mind space here, and there's so much Aries energy too. Excitement alongside taking the right action, Cancer energy and leading from the heart. I mean, it's so balanced. All of this is so balanced, and the work that you're doing is amazing. Spirit's basically saying, like, connect with that, with the emotions that come with that, all of the good emotions, and have gratitude for all of the work that you've done, because it's going to keep propelling you forward. It's so beautiful, and everything's going to keep working out for you here. You've got strong spiritual game. Like, potentially some of you know a lot more than you might realize, and you might feel more comfortable sharing this information with other people, and that's what this emotional exploration is about. So you can continue to connect with yourself, connect with your true sense of identity and all of the emotions that come with that, right? You're going to feel more safe as this mentor, feel more safe as this authority figure that people really look up to. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Very like 10 of Cups frequency, right? And if we're trying to cultivate this energy of peace, and we want more peace and safety in our life, and if we want more feelings of nourishment and being nurtured by life, we can be in this energetic starting point of peace, of self-care, and nourishing ourselves and honoring our emotions, and then letting life give us the feedback that we're after. Right? We can create this stuff on an emotional level too. And I'm not saying stop taking the inspired action, because everything you're doing right now is amazing. But the emotions, I feel like, maybe need a little bit of extra attention right now. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. And that's the thing. The more that you connect with these emotions and heal these aspects of yourself, the more that you can connect with your intuitive guidance systems and this ancient intelligence that exists within your soul code, within your DNA. And you're going to know where to go. You're going to know who to talk to. Your energy will speak for itself, and you'll be able to emotionally connect with the right people, and you don't have to worry about everything being perfect, and you don't have to worry about getting all the words just right, because your energy is going to speak for itself. You're going to be able to speak intuitively from the heart and access information that is inside you, that is there to guide you, because we are an expression of the whole thing. We're an expression of source energy. And I'm really just getting, it's going to propel things forward, is the whole thing here. It's going to continue to propel things forward for you. So I absolutely love this. I get big picture thinking, visionary, inspired ideas, and Pleiades energy. So keep doing what you're doing, because you've got some incredible ideas. You're grounding it down into reality. There is such an exciting, optimistic future that is waiting for you through this gate. And in the perfect timing, in your own timing, you are totally moving things forward and accessing a completely new space. And you've done so much to get here. So really appreciate that and have some gratitude for all of the beautiful work that you've done. I'm so proud of you guys. You're doing amazing, and your energy is absolutely incredible right now. And I'm so honored to have been given the opportunity to do these readings for you. I feel so privileged and so lucky to be able to give you these readings and to share this energy with you. So thank you so much for constantly showing up and supporting me in the way that you do. I really deeply appreciate it. If you emailed me, thank you. I am totally working my way through the emails, so I so deeply appreciate your patience, and I'm making my way through them, so thank you for that. And with that, I'll totally leave it there, guys. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you, and thank you for sharing this space with me, always showing up and supporting me, and I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.